The mystery of the vanished lighthouse keepers. 3 men vanished without a trace. No bodies, no signs of a struggle, just a locked lighthouse and a terrifying journal entry that should not exist. And over 100 years later, we still have no idea what happened. Alright, so this takes place in December 1900 on a tiny, creepy island off the coast of Scotland called the Flannan Isles. Now, the only people who live on this island are 3 lighthouse keepers: Thomas, James, and Donald. These guys basically live in total isolation, working shifts to keep the lighthouse running so ships don't crash into the rocks. So a few weeks pass. Everything seems normal, but then on December 26th, a supply ship pulls up to the island to check on the men. And that's when they notice something is very wrong. The lighthouse is dark. The light should never go out. No one comes out to greet them. That's not normal. The entrance is locked from the inside. At this point, the crew is starting to panic. They break in, and the place is completely empty. Inside, everything looks weirdly normal, but also not. The bed's unmade, like someone just got up. The food, half eaten on the table, like they were in the middle of dinner. The kitchen chair, knocked over, like someone left in a rush. But here's the thing, no signs of a struggle. No blood, no footprints leading away, nothing. Just an open door leading straight out to the ocean. At this point, the crew is looking at each other like, where the hell did these guys go? And then they find the journal, and this is where things get really freaky. The last few entries, they don't just make no sense, they should not exist. At first, the logbook is normal, just weather updates, daily chores, basic lighthouse duties, but then things start to change. December 12th, worst storm I've ever seen. James is quiet, Donald is crying. December 13th, storm still raging, we are all praying. Donald won't stop crying. December 14th, storm is gone, the sea is calm. God is over all. Now if you're thinking, okay, they got caught in a storm and things got scary, right? Because according to official weather reports from that time, there was no storm. I'm not joking. The ocean was calm, no big waves, no crazy winds. So what the hell were they seeing? These 3 men were so terrified they were praying for their lives over a storm that didn't exist. And here's the part that nobody talks about. One of the last journal entries hints that there was a 4th person on that island. Because the journal doesn't just mention the 3 men. One of the last lines says, James is quiet, Donald is crying. That's 2 people. We are all praying. Who's the extra person? They weren't alone. Or one of them wasn't supposed to be there. Then, silence. No more journal entries. And the next time someone arrives, they're just gone. Now there are 3 main theories about what happened. A freak wave took them. Maybe a giant rogue wave hit the island and pulled them out to sea. Sounds possible, right? Except why would all 3 of them be standing outside at the exact same time? One of them went crazy. Maybe one of them snapped, killed the others, and then took his own life. But again, where are the bodies? Even if that happened, there would be some kind of evidence. Something else took them. Now here's where it gets really scary. The Flannan Isles have a long history of ghost stories, disappearances, and weird supernatural legends. Old sailors believed the island was cursed, home to beings that call people in the sea and never let them go. And now think about what we know. The men wrote about a storm that wasn't real. They were so scared they cried and prayed for days. The last entry, God is over all. So what if they saw something? What if they heard something calling them and they followed it? Here's what makes this even creepier. Their bodies have never been found. No remains, no wreckage, no signs of them ever leaving that island. Just an open door and the ocean stretching out forever. So what do you think happened? Did a freak wave take them? Did one of them lose his mind? Or was something else waiting for them in the dark? If you love real-life horror stories like this, hit like and follow, because this This is just the beginning.